What did I find in my neighbor's house during the blizzard that made me realize I should have frozen to death instead? I'm a delivery driver in northern Montana. That February afternoon, dispatch called me back early. Blizzard moving in faster than predicted. My truck slid into a snowbank 40 minutes from town. Wheels just spun when I tried reversing. Temperature dropping fast. Maybe 2 hours before hypothermia became real. There was a house about 200 yards away. Lights on. The woman who answered looked like someone's grandmother. Cardigan, reading glasses, smell of something baking. She pulled me inside before I could explain. You poor thing. Let me get you some tea. Floral couch, family photos on the mantle, half-finished crossword. She introduced herself as Margaret. While calling a tow truck on her landline, she excused herself to the kitchen. That's when I noticed the photos more carefully. Margaret looked younger in every single one. Not just years, younger decades. The most recent photo showed her maybe in her 40s. But the woman who'd let me in was at least 70. Tow company said nothing was moving for minimum 6 hours. Margaret came back with tea. You can sleep in the guest room. Down the hall, second door on the left. The hallway had 3 doors. I opened the second one. Inside was clearly lived in. Unmade bed, clothes on the floor, laptop open on the desk. The laptop screen was on Facebook page. Sarah Mitchell. Profile photo showed Margaret, but younger. Latest post from 6 days ago. Mom's getting worse. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Footsteps in the hallway. Margaret appeared in the doorway. But younger. Darker hair. Different clothes. You're in the wrong room. Her voice was sharper. My mother gets confused. The dementia is advanced. I moved toward the hallway. She blocked me. The storm's getting worse. Stay put. I went back to the living room. The older Margaret was doing her crossword like nothing happened. Your daughter seems nice, I said. She looked confused. I don't have a daughter. The younger woman walked in carrying a syringe. She gets agitated at night. Doctor's orders. She injected Margaret's arm. Within a minute, the older woman's eyes closed. Head slumped forward. She's asleep now. The guest room is the first door on the right. Not the second. My mother gets confused about that too. I locked myself in the correct room. At 3 a.m., I heard crying from somewhere in the house. I opened my door. The crying came from behind the third door. Inside, the walls were covered in writing. Same sentence, over and over, different handwriting. My name is Margaret Mitchell. I'm 73 years old. Sarah is my daughter. The older Margaret sat in the corner in a nightgown, crying and writing on the wall with a marker. I keep forgetting. She gives me something that makes me forget. But I write it down before it happens. Every time. She pointed to the wall. Some writing was fresh. Some looked years old. She's been doing it since my husband died. She wants the house. She wants everything. But she needs me alive to access the accounts. Footsteps behind me. The younger woman stood in the hallway, holding a phone. I called the police. I told them there's an intruder in my house who's been upsetting my mother. I tried to explain. She smiled. My mother has advanced dementia. She writes on the walls. She makes accusations. She barely knows what year it is. Who do you think they're going to believe?